right here, for many, but the one to come is for few, man. And what it says in 2 Ezra 6 verse 9, it says Esau is the end of the world. So all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't want to hearken unto this word, hey, live it up with your daddy, man. Hey, because you're going to die with this devil. In the world to come, it says the beginning, the end of the world is Esau, the beginning of it is Jacob. Hey, that's for a few, man. A chosen few that can hear this word. As it is written in John the 10th chapter, Yahawashi said, my sheep hear my voice. Hey, if brothers got any precepts, you know, you brothers can, you know.
I got one for you. This is Proverbs 11 and 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
And that's plain. Though hand join in hand, so hey, you being joined with this devil, you gonna die with him, man. You gonna die with him. Me and the brother Dimash, we was reading the book of Ezra and Nehemiah earlier, man. Hey, it's crazy, you know, because the spirit always goes full circle. We be breaking bread on something early in the morning and it'll come out on the line, man. But a lot of the Israelites during the time of Ezra and Nehemiah, man, they married strange wives, man. They said they were joined to the people of the land. And what did Ezra tell them, man? It said to separate yourselves from these heathen, man. So that's what we out here to tell you. Separate yourselves from these heathen. Separate yourselves from these strange wives. The strange wives being the philosophies that you grew up learning, man. Come back to the wife of your youth, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is our laws, statutes, and commandments that was given unto us. Like Romans the 3rd chapter says, man. It says, what advantage have the Jew? Much every way, man. In Malachi the 1st chapter, Jake says what, man? Wherein has the Lord loved us? Hey, in every way, man. Hey, Yahawashi gave kings for our ransom, man. He took down nations for us, man. Do you not forget that he took a whole other nation's land and gave it unto us, man? And he also said, I will drive them out little by little, lest the animals overtake the land. So when we got into that land, it was furnished, man. It was well kept. It already had fields and crops and wine presses and trees. The Lord called it the land flowing with milk and honey, man. Where do you get milk from? Abundance of cattle. Where do you get honey from? Abundance of bees. What does bees do? They pollinate. So that land was luxurious, man. Luxurious. The best land on the planet, man. Why do you think this devil over there fighting over it right now, man? He fighting over it while it's desolate. So imagine when he got his full power back. That land not even producing as it was when we was in the land, man. They got to import trees to Israel. They fighting over a desolate land, so how much more when that land got its vigor back, man? Go ahead, bro.
This is Proverbs 15 and 9. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, but he loveth him that followeth after righteousness.
And he loveth him that followeth after righteousness. And what's our righteousness, man? Faith in YAHAWASHI, man. That's our righteousness. The scripture says that Abraham, his faith was accounted unto him as righteousness, man. So our faith, our belief that YAHAWASHI came, died, and rose again is our righteousness, man. Our faith within him. That's what has us clean in the eyes of Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi. Because James says what, man? He says, show me thy faith by thy works. It's not good.
Matthew 6:24. It said, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate one and love the other, or else he hold on to one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon.
Right. You know, you can't serve the Most High and mammon, man. And that word mammon just pretty much goes back to profit, man. You out here trying to get the fulfillment of this world. You trying to have the best of this world, man. No, man. I want the best of the world to come, so therefore, hey, I suffer loss on this side, man. Paul said what? I endure all things for the elect's sake. He said, I count all things but dung for the excellency of the knowledge of YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
You can't serve two masters. YAHAWASHI is our master whom we serve, man.
Right.
Go here, brother.
Let me go back to Romans.
Yeah, you could. And brother, hold Wisdom Solomon 13. You start at the top of that.
This is Romans 1 and 23. It said, and change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like the corruptible man.
Exactly, man. Just like they did in the wilderness. These be your guys that delivered you. So you accredit all those miracles and wonders that YAHAWASHI did for us, and you accredit it to a goddamn golden calf that you made, man. That man's hands has made. Matter of fact, hold that. Go to verse 15. Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 15.
Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 15. It says, for they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle, and as for their feet, they are slow to go.
Exactly, man. Hey, that's why it's important to read these scriptures, man. Romans 15 and 4, the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, man. Because we can read in these things about the different situations our forefathers was in. What about when them goddamn Hamites, them dirty Philistines, stole the Ark of the Covenant and they put it into the house of their God, they false God, they idol, they God? What happened, man? Each morning they came, that goddamn idol was on his face. And what they had to do? They had to lift it up, man. That idol couldn't lift this goddamn self up, man.
Right.
Then they came one morning and guess what? That the head of the statue was gone off that bitch, man. That shows you that our power is the power that reigns supreme, man.
Right.
What happened in the book of the three holy children? No, is it Bel and the Dragon? You know, they was putting food out for the statue, and the food was getting eaten. And they're like, okay, what's happening with the food? Daniel put the powder down on the floor, man, and they seen the tracks of the priests and their family, man. There was children, women, and they were eating the food, man.
Right.
It tells you, I believe in Psalms the 50th chapter, the Lord said, if I was hungry, I wouldn't tell thee, man.
Right.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, Baba Shah. Yeah.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 16. It says, for man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them.
And him that borrowed his own spirit fashioned him, man. You don't even own your own goddamn spirit, man. That is, it is written in Ecclesiastes. I believe it's the 8th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. You know, it says man don't have the power to retain his own spirit in the day of death, man. Hey, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Just like last night, man. Hey, a little niggly got judged in front of the brother crib, man. Late night, 3, 4 in the morning, man. We looking at his dead body just laying there, man. Hey, that little nigga didn't have power to retain his spirit, man. The Lord called his spirit, hey, and that's what it is. You got something, bro?
Ecclesiastes 8 and 8. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit.
Yep.
Neither hath he power in the day of death, and there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it.
Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it, man. Which goes back to which goes back to Genesis, I believe it's the 4th chapter with Cain. What did the Lord tell Cain, man? He said, look, man, if thou doest good, then thou shalt be accepted.
Right.
If not, then sin lieth at the door, and it shall rule over thee, man.
Right. Esau,
Edom, sin rules over this devil, man. He can't do right, man.
Right.
Just like 2/3 of you niggas, man. I'ma keep saying it. You of your daddy, man. You niggas can't do right either, man.
Right.
You the nigga off life, man. That was hitting the ball real good, but couldn't fucking speak.
Can't get right.
Can't get right, man. That's you niggas out here, man. Jump back to that, bro.
Sir. Well, it says, for man made them, and he that borroweth his own spirit fashioned them. But no man can make a God like unto himself.
No man can make a God like unto himself, man. No man can make another person like how we is, man.
Right.
That's why Esau trying to play God. That's why Esau trying to have his artificial wounds. That's why he want to clone animals. That's why he want to do all this madness. But yet he can't make a God like unto himself, man. He can't make another human being walking, talking, breathing, and thinking. You know?
Like I said, Esau is playing God, man. They got this little device now that redevelop skin, man. So they trying to play like they the most high, man.
Trying to get melanin back to themselves and shit.
Yeah, appreciate it. This 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Exactly, man. And it's just like go back to the scripture we started with, Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets of old have prophesied what? Against great kingdoms of war, of evil, and of pestilence, man. Because of the atrocities and the wickedness that was going on within those kingdoms. So the Lord would send his prophets out to warn them to turn from their wicked ways. But guess what? The Lord knew they wouldn't. Hey, but the Lord wouldn't be a just power if he didn't warn them to. So you've been thoroughly warned, man, for over 30 years. Hey, there is no excuse, man. There will be no excuse in the day of judgment. Not one of you heathens can say I didn't know. And when I mean heathens, I mean all you fuckers, man. 2/3 of you niggas is heathens too, man. Because Matthew 18 says he neglect to hear the church, cast him out as a heathen man and a publican, man. Right. So if you don't hear these words, man, you count it as a heathen. In the book of Susanna, Daniel told those two elders, which obviously they were elders of Israel, he told them what? He called them, O seed of Canaan. Why? Because of the wickedness they were doing, man.
Right.
Likewise, you hoe ass niggas out here, man. You Idumean Hamites. Because you follow after Esau, Edom, who follow after all the custom of the Hamites, man. Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
But it's listen to Solomon 15 and 17. It said, for being mortal, he worketh a dead thing with wicked hands. For he himself is better than the things which he hath worshipped.
Right. Because he is better than the thing which he worshipped. He better than the thing that he created. Why is